Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. I hope you're all doing well today. I have got what is described as a strong ale to review for you this time around. It's from Tring Brewery in Bedfordshire, and this is their Death or Glory strong ale, coming in at 7.2% ABV. I've heard really good things about this one, and they're a brewery that's not too far away from me, so I thought I'd finally get around to buying a bottle. It's the first time I've ever had it, and yeah, see what it's all about. So yeah, let's have a look what it says. It says this dark, aromatic and estery strong ale is brewed using the finest Maris Otter barley and premium aroma hops. Once fermented, it undergoes a prolonged storage, allowing a complexity of flavours to mature, extremely drinkable for its strength. And it also has a bit of spiel about the story behind the beer. So it says Death or Glory takes its name from the regimental motto of the Queen's Royal Lancers. It has traditionally been brewed every year on October 25th to commemorate the anniversary of the charge of the Light Brigade, when in 1854 the 17th Lancers made their fateful charge into the Valley of Death. Until recently, it has only been available on draft to local pubs and friends over Christmas and New Year. The Queen's Royal Lancers were formed in 1993 by the amalgamation of the 16th, 5th and 17th 21st Lancers. The regiment's Colonel-in-Chief is Her Majesty the Queen, so I'm assuming it would now be His Majesty the King. So slightly out of date, but never mind. Things happen, don't they? Brewed by appointment to the Queen's Royal Lancers. I love the artwork, that is great. It's a lovely looking bottle wrap. So anyway, let's get this bottle out, get it into a glass and see what we're dealing with. So I've never done a Tring beer on the channel. That cap does not want to come off. What's going on there? There we go. It works when you get a decent grip on it. Oof, lovely aroma. Yeah, I haven't done a Tring beer on the channel before, and the only Tring beers I've ever had, to be fair, have all been in cask. Side Pocket I've had a few times. I've forgotten what the one with the dog on is called. Man's Best Friend or something like that. But they do a good beer. They do a good beer, Tring. Let's give this a bit of a dink. I'll just clean that glass. So there it is. Dark, ruby, sort of mahogany looking beer. Really dark red, loads of red bleeding through on that. Header's vanished, no head on that whatsoever. But it has got a lovely dark red hue to it. Let's get me snouting. See what the aroma is telling us. Wow. So boozy dark fruits. See, a beer like that, that is like a perfect Christmas beer aroma. It's resinous. It's like properly boozy Christmas cake aroma. Raisins, sultanas, cherries, figs, a touch of spice, sort of ginger, clove, cinnamon. Smells fantastic. I'm going to get stuck into this. Cheers, everyone. Ooh. Oh, that's very good. That's very, very good. It's very light on the body, quite thin. Not watery thin, but thin. Very little in the way of carbonation, but it's really fruity. That is like full on Christmas cake vibe. Sultanas, raisins, spice. A touch of citrus, a bit of orange peel maybe. Oh, it's so rich. That's up front. Raisins, cherries, sultanas, figs, winter spice. There's a lovely subtle kind of roasty malt character towards the back end to it. It kind of balances it all out. And that sweetness that comes up front on arrival, it doesn't overpower anything. It's a balanced beer. It is boozy. It is Christmas pudding, Christmas cake vibes going on with it. The funny thing is, this is probably a more Christmassy beer than a lot of beers I had last month. They had Santa plastered all over them. It was funny. It does come up in conversation quite a lot when breweries just put like a Christmas artwork on a beer and say, there you go, there's a Christmas beer. Whereas that probably tastes more festive than most of the ones I had last Christmas. It is Christmas cake. It's boozy Christmas cake. It's a Christmas cake that's been topped up with booze every few weeks. That's what it tastes like. It is. Even the mouthfeel, the body to it. It's light, but it really coats your palate. It really sticks to you. Straight away, there's boozy sultanas and raisins. Sort of berries, blackcurrant. It's like blackcurrant touch to it. Cherry, fig. And there's that lovely kind of cinnamony, ginger, spicy thing going on with it. And then at the end there's a touch of a roastiness. Very slight. Very slight. It's not really coffee notes. It's more of a kind of a spicy finish, I suppose, as opposed to a roasty finish. But there's a very slight sort of spicy. Yeah, ever so sort of subtle, spicy, almost kind of a bready finish to it. So it kind of starts off like Christmas cake and then kind of turns into like, I suppose like a Lebkuchen, like the sort of German winter spiced biscuits. It kind of takes on that finish. There's a slightly sort of spicy, bready, biscuity, malty finish that balances out that strong, boozy, fruity arrival. It's a lovely beer. And it is 7.2%, and it did say in the flavour text that it's an easy drinking one. How did they write it? Extremely drinkable for extreme. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. For a 7.2% ale, that is very drinkable. And that's not going to last much longer in the glass. Yeah. That is properly delicious. I just wish I still had the Christmas tree up behind me because it would be perfect. But there you go. It's a good winter warmer. It's just the right type of beer for this time of year. It's another cold night. We're in the middle of January. It's dark, it's cold, it's miserable. And this beer's cheered me up a little bit. So Death or Glory from Tring Brewery. Really recommend that. That's a lovely, boozy, fruity, ruby ale. Very, very nice. I like that enough to give it a solid 9 out of 10. Cracking beer. I hope you've enjoyed the review and I've enjoyed doing it for you. Give it a thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Until my next one, you take care.